Naté Jones, and you're watching The Chris Gunther Show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Chris Gunther Show. Thank y'all so much for watching. Remember to like and share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank y'all for all the support. It means a lot. We're coming up on another milestone, so definitely stay tuned because you do not want to miss it. And speaking about not missing anything, the Vince Staples Show is getting ready to hit back on Netflix, right? And we have a native from the 330 who is a star of it. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Naté Jones, how you doing tonight?
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad. First things first, how are you doing? And congratulations on everything.
Thank you. I'm doing well. It's a little rainy outside, but energy's up. I feel great.
Yeah, see, this is what I picked up on, right? Anytime you come from the 330, anytime you come from Youngstown, period, we just know how to make adjustments to anything. And the ups, the downs, all that good stuff. But, you know, that's just what we do. We vibe, we push through, and it's amazing to see what you are doing. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're very adaptable. We have to be.
1,000%. Because look where we come from. Like, you know, we don't have a bunch of tall buildings anymore.
It's still city.
That part. It's not what it once was. Like, I'm going to give a quick trivia fact. Years ago, this was a top 5 city, and then the steel mills came and they were even more, and then they got shut down, and we still haven't necessarily recovered as much. But I give credit where credit's due. I see the amazing work that, you know, I see my man Mr. Franklin doing, and when I see all the stuff that is going on, I give credit when it's due, man. Y'all really doing y'all thing. The parks look amazing.
They do.
Yeah, I love it. Like, you know, I'm obviously not a kid anymore, so there's certain things I'm not doing. But
yes, but it's nice to have amenities when you're a taxpayer, when you're from a certain area, because a lot of the wealth that comes from certain demographics and regions and stuff like that comes from the taxpayers, and people want to live in places where the nature, the land is taken care of. So parks, trees, you know, where there's more concrete, there's usually government assistance or government assistance housing, things like that. That's where we see. On the East Coast, at least.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Shout out to Park and Recreations.
They're doing an amazing job. You know, appreciate y'all for letting us come in here and film. This is always love. I just want to go ahead and put this plug out here. I did hit a really big 3-point shot last time I played here too, so I'm gonna leave that conversation there. But anyway, here you are, season 2 of the Vince Staples Show, getting ready to come out. You know, take me back through that. Like, how did you even get affiliated with the show?
Well, I've worked with Vince twice before. The first time was The Wood. We did a pilot. They were going to resurface it, but Showtime greenlit it, but then it didn't go through with production. So that's initially where we met. Then we worked together on Abbott Elementary. Shout out to Quinta. And
such a good show, ain't it?
Yeah, amazing show. And yeah, he came on, and a few days prior to that, my manager sent me an email, and it was an audition for his show. And I was like, oh, snaps. Like, that's cool. But then Abbott ended up calling me back on for another episode, and it just so happens that Vince's character, Maurice, was there. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to actually just talk to him on set and see if he's if he's still casting this character, Bree. And then when I saw him, I was kind of like, hey, what up, Vince?
Yeah, because y'all had already knew each other beforehand.
Right, because we had worked together before. So I just kind of was like, hey, what's up? And I wasn't sure if he was going to go the Hollywood route and be like, who are you? Or if he was going to be like, hey, and show love. But he showed love. Shout out to the bro, he showed love. And then he was like, yeah, you know, let's talk to Corey. And yeah, they ended up sending me an email like a week later offering me the role.
It is not an easy thing to be a creative. It certainly is not an easy thing to be an actress, especially, I want to say it was a few years ago when the strike was going on.
That was last year. Well, actually, I don't even think we made a year that we've been off the strike. So,
Man.
yeah.
And the only reason why I bring that up, though, is because you're constantly trying to figure out what's next. And a lot of times when you're in the industry, you can have a job one week, a show can get picked up, and then next thing you know, it can get canceled out of nowhere. And you're trying to figure out, like, okay, what is next for me? How do you consistently make sure that you still showing up for yourself?
Well, I first want to say that as a working artist, it's no different from having a 9-to-5 job or working for a corporation, because that's what we do. It's all the same, right? So as far as Abbott Elementary, we kind of film that like a 9-to-5. We go in on the lot, we're done by like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and we go home, and we do that Monday through Friday. But I do think that you just have to kind of be true to yourself, be authentic, always. If you're multifaceted, like, it's okay to be multifaceted. It's okay to have more than one stream of income, more than one talent and gift, right? So as an actress, for me, I just started being more creative with my friends, and the people that I knew, and people who were next to me, whose work I respected, like you. Right? People who are coming up with me. I started to collaborate and was kind of like, I don't want to have to wait for someone to give me a job. I'm going to go out there and create my own lane, create stories, like shake hands, connect with people. So I feel like that's how I've been able to sustain, but I've been very privileged and blessed to be able to have something to look forward to, like the Vince Staples show, because a lot of my friends still are not working. And to be completely honest, even though the writers and the actors aren't on strike anymore, the voice actors of the video games are currently, I believe they're either currently still on strike or their strike just ended. And we all know that just like the auto industry, when we have strikes, Ohio is a laboring state. So I grew up with my grandfather and aunts and people like that working at the car factories and the part factories and the rubber factories and things like that. And there's a point where they have a union and they're not getting paid fair wages, so they do strike. It's the same thing with us as actors, So I'm very grateful to my union. I'm very grateful that I've been able to have something to look forward to. Shout out to Netflix and Vince and Kenya and everybody who's affiliated with the Vince Staples show. And other shows like Abbott Elementary and things like that, because a lot of shows that are ours, that have our narratives.
Think about that.
They get canceled.
And what makes me shake my head at that too is, I'm sorry, you weren't even done.
No, go ahead. Definitely.
What makes me shake my head at that is a lot of the stories that we know should be told, that realistically should be told by people that look like us. We need to see more of us in the places of power.
I agree.
In the places that can highlight the show, that can greenlight it or greenlit it, whatever you want to call it, and stuff like that. And then when it gets taken out, it's like, well, dang, like y'all wanted us, but now we're getting to the point where it's like we don't really need y'all anymore.
Pay creatives.
You got to pay them 1,000%.
I know they try to say, all great artists steal, but that's not including corporations. You need artists in order to survive. Like, at all these different companies, that's why they're changing their culture and things like that around, because they do need people who are different.
100%.
People all throughout the diaspora, people who are American, people who are from London and all over the world. Like, we need people, okay? So, pay creatives.
What they worth.
Please pay us what we're worth. We would like to have a living wage and be able to have dental and all that, healthcare and all that. So,
all facts. And, let's go ahead and dive right back into it. Season 2 is coming up.
Yes.
I know you can't give away a whole lot, but just how exciting are you to be like, you know what, I'm glad that it's coming out, and I can't wait for you guys to see it.
I'm so excited because it's a mix of genres this season. A lot of people know us as being a dramedy in a sense, or being more on the comedic side, which we haven't lost that. Don't get it twisted now, okay? Gut busting. However, we are definitely gonna put a little bit of creative suspense on there. You're gonna be able to see us and the aspects of what it's like being a Black American, being a Black American creative, being a Black person who's multifaceted, living in our current times. This is not a show that goes into a super fantasy world. It's not a show that goes into like something that's not real. So everything that you're going to see is going to be something you're like, okay, yeah. It's a little dramatized, of course, because, I mean, it's Vince. But also, like, I mean, allegedly. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, like I said, you can't give it all away because we still got to watch it in the whole 9. But what was the atmosphere like on set?
Oh, it was fun. It was fun. I love working with Vince because he's not afraid to be weird. Vince is not afraid to say the quiet thing out loud. He's not afraid to just, say what we're all thinking and not even thinking sometimes. He's just going to say it.
It happens.
So working with him again, it was very fun. I play his sister on the show. So, I mean, it's like playing with my sibling. You know what I mean? Like, how, I don't know if do you have siblings?
I do.
All right. I have sisters and I'm the oldest,
So you the drill sergeant, allegedly drill sergeant.
Family manager, I like to call it.
The drill sergeant of everybody.
I'm fun still, but I'm going to start an argument.
Yeah, just so you could find your way to get your like way though, right?
My way?
Yeah, that's how it always is. Usually,
are you the baby?
Of course. So
oh
that's what I'm
my
saying.
gosh! I knew it. No, it's just somebody has to keep us in check. You know what I mean?
Allegedly keep y'all in check. See, y'all ain't slick.
Well, I'm sure Vince feels the same way. So, shout out to Mrs. Vanessa Bell Calloway.
Absolutely, the legend.
She plays our mother, another Ohio legend.
Yes,
She's from Cleveland. It was amazing working with her as well. I love that she, I love her so much. She's literally like another like mom for me. You know what I mean? Like she's one of those people that when you work with her, she puts you under her wing and gives you the game. And that's very hard to come by.
Yes, it is.
In Hollywood. So that's what it was like working with the Vince Staples Show. Cast, crew was amazing. We shot in a different location. I don't know if I can say, but we shot in a different location, and it was just, we shot January through April. So it was freezing.
Oh, yes. We
were going through an economical and just political crisis. And I just feel like they were so empathetic and compassionate that we were still working in that condition and that everything was happening. So it was really warm and it was fun and it was free. I felt comfortable to be Naté. And you're going to get a taste of Youngstown.
I would hope so. I would hope so.
I feel like every character I've ever done, I'm from the East Side.
I was just about to ask because I could kind of hear it, but I wasn't 100% sure because I'm South Side.
I knew it.
Born and raised.
You
but
give South Side
I got a lot of
vibes.
love for the East Side, though. I love my
The
city,
East
period.
Side,
But
we
the
a
East
little-
Side got a special place in my heart,
We
too,
a little
though.
country.
A little. I'm going to leave that conversation alone. I can say a whole lot, but I ain't trying to get into no... Look, I love everybody in my city, okay? I love everybody.
Yes, I'm a country girl at heart, you know, with big city dreams. But I know I got a green thumb and I know how to, like, you know, do farm type stuff if I needed to. But also, you know, I know how to use these hands.
You should. Look where we come from. I'm going to leave that conversation there. But I think one of the best parts about what you've been able to do is inspire. When you see a kid coming from the same streets that you came from, same school system,
Yeah.
and now here you are on one of
Facts.
the biggest shows on the biggest streaming platform in the world, you know,
Yeah.
what would you want to say to the next person of color, particularly young woman that's coming up?
Well, first of all, I want to shout out Youngstown City Schools. For one, I spent the majority of my adolescence there, from kindergarten, or probably Head Start all the way, up until like literally my sophomore year was my last year at Cheney. And then I moved to Michigan where I finished high school. But I want to say to the little black girls that be yourself. Everything. Now, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of an attitude adjustment, but don't lose your fire. Don't lose your light, the thing that makes you shine. Don't be afraid to stand out. Speak up for yourself. Speak up for your loved ones and people that you don't know, you know. Walk with God. Make sure you pray. You don't have to stay close to your family physically, because I moved away. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I moved to New York and a bunch of other places, but stay close with your family. Okay? If you have your grandparents still, call them.
That's right.
Call Big Mama.
I miss mine every day.
Go check on, and I'm very blessed to have 3 of my grandparents still alive. So, you know, I'm very blessed. They right here in Ohio, which is one of the reasons why I've come back, because I'm like, I'm getting older, they're getting older, the kids are getting older.
Oh yeah.
You know? So don't forget where you came from. Don't be afraid to spread your wings and fly, but don't you dim your light for nobody.
No way possible. I'm gonna hit on that too, because as somebody that has been in this space for a little bit, not like a long time, but I've been doing my thing for a little bit now.
A while.
Some of
You
these
deserve
people,
your flowers. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. But some of these folks will try and change you. They'll try
Yeah.
and say, "Hey, talk like this.
Yep.
Hey, dress this way." And it's like, look here. There's not enough. I don't care. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. There's not enough Dow soap that can wash the color of my skin off. So therefore, I'm not gonna do it.
And even if it was, baby, I'm not.
No way.
You hear me? Okay.
No way.
I'm not. And it's crazy because when I did go to college for acting, I went to AMDA, which is, there's one in New York, one in LA. I went to the one in New York. Studied musical theater. I thought I wanted to be a singer first. I thought I wanted to pursue music first. And then when I got to school, I was like, oh my gosh, no, this is what I want to do. I want to be a visual storyteller. I want to be in front of the camera. I want to be behind the camera too, but I want to be in front of the camera. And they picked me apart, like, rightfully so. There were certain things, and you know, where yes, I need to work on, and yes, I want to be polished, but also like, I didn't start working as an actress and a creative consistently until I started being more authentic in who I was, and stop being shameful of being, I don't know, too me, too black, too east side, too Youngstown, too country, too whatever. Like, at some point I just stopped being like, you know what? Everything that makes me who I am is perfect.
Everything.
Okay?
Everything.
My little lisp. It's all, you know, what J. Cole say, crooked smile. Exactly.
Such a great song.
Such a great song, because yeah, like there's beauty in the struggle. There's beauty in who you are and everything that it took for you to get to where you are. So that's why I said I'm proud of you, because a long time is enough. However long it's been enough. You put your work in. You put in your 2,000 hours.
Thank you.
You putting it in. So the work is the work. As long as you're doing your work, as long as you're true to your craft and yourself, keep your head up, chin up, chest out, focus on God.
And have fun with it too. You know, we're not here for a long time, so let's enjoy it.
Yes.
And, you know, speaking about enjoying things, I believe you're having a watch party for season 2, correct? Yeah, why don't you go ahead and hit on that one time?
I am. November 6th, which is premiere day on Netflix, right here in Youngstown, Ohio at Wick Park, 6 p.m. I'm having a watch party. It's 100% free. Come, we're going to have some food there. I don't know about drinks, alcohol, but there's definitely going to be food. And yeah, we're gonna watch a few episodes of the show, and we're gonna do a Q&A. I'm gonna sign posters. I have huge movie posters. I actually meant to bring you one, but I'm gonna get one to you. But come out. You might run into someone you haven't seen in a long time, and yes, I want to see your beautiful faces. Please.
I love it. Thank you for taking this time out. Before we get up out of here, Youngstown has a lot of creative people. And, you know, one of my best friends, shout out to my man, Paris Stefan, had reached out to me. I was like, yo, CG, I think you should chop it up with her. I was like, no questions asked, brother.
Thanks, Paris.
I'm like, when it's certain people that when they call, my answer is automatically yes.
See?
1,000%. And Paris is one of the few people, I don't care what it is.
He deserves it.
When Pete Wallace called me, I got you, brother, 100%.
He deserves it.
1,000%. You deserve your flowers too.
Thank you.
You realize how hard it is to come from Youngstown, Ohio, and first of all, get out of here.
I do. I'm very grateful for my mother. I want to shout out my parents.
Absolutely.
I want to shout out my parents. Shout out to my parents. They pulled through to get me to where I am. Okay, my mother. She had to move us away when I moved away. Moving to Detroit. I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the best things my mom could have ever did, because it's Motown. So it showed me a different reality of that you can incubate yourself wherever you are, as long as you network and you create. If you're a creative, please create. I don't care if you paint in the park. I don't care what it is. Try to get into different mediums, but do create. Moving to Michigan, it showed me something just a little bigger, and I met somebody. I joined a youth theater, and they showed me that I could really do this professionally. So don't be afraid to travel. Don't be afraid to get out. It is hard, but I'm working with other people who are in Youngstown to try to bring the arts back to Ohio, but most importantly, Youngstown, the Youngstown area at least, because there's so much talent here.
It is. It's so much talent. I think the biggest challenge is the crabs in a bucket mentality continues.
Absolutely.
And you got people that really are talented at their craft, but it's always somebody that says, no, I gotta be the head. And it's like, yo,
jealousy is such a human emotion. I love the movie Inside Out because it talks about emotions, right? Envy is something that it's so natural to us, but it's literally meant to motivate us and inspire us. And I think sometimes people get into that spirit of comparison, and that's the thief of joy. And you can't create anything unless you have some sort of joy involved.
You have to. And I've been blessed. It's crazy because this is my 12th year in media space stuff.
Wow.
Period. But this is the 8th year for me doing my interviews and all that good stuff.
Oh, wow.
And I'm grateful for it just because I know how challenging it has been. But I know this much. When you come from the south side or the east side or just Youngstown, Ohio, period, you already have a strike against you. But you survived it, and now you move on to the next. And it's like, if you can survive here, you can survive anywhere. So congratulations to you.
Thank
Before
you.
we get out of here, why don't you go ahead and give us your socials and how we can continue to support you.
Naté is spelled Nate with an accent mark above the E. Last name is Jones. If you want to Google me, but my Instagram is @pronouncedNaté, pronounced Natay. Spell out pronounced, please.
Yeah, we got to make sure that we pronounce your name right.
Yes.
I don't care what it is. If someone someone says it the wrong way, misspells it, you got to correct them immediately.
Absolutely. Yes, Naté. I am named after my daddy. My mama put a little Salt Bay with the accent mark. But
I was just about to say that the apostrophe had to come from the mama, didn't it?
Whole name. His name is, my daddy and my granddaddy is Nate R. Jones. And I'm Naté Rochelle Jones.
Well, Naté Rochelle Jones, we appreciate you for coming out here today.
Thank you,
Ladies
Chris.
and gentlemen, Naté Jones on the Chris Gunther Show. Be sure that y'all check her out on the Vince Staples Show, streaming November 6th on Netflix. Peace and love. I'll catch y'all next time. I'm out.